Hi there, gaming fans. Now, you've probably heard of the Raspberry Pi, the palm-sized computer designed for makers and coders alike. But for many people, it's also an extremely affordable gaming machine. Granted, you won't be maxing out the latest version of Assassin's Creed on it, but in recent years, this little device has gained a bit of a cult following. So I thought it was time to take a look. Last year saw the release of the Raspberry Pi 400, which is about the closest you can get to a ready-to-go console in their range so far. It's contained within a keyboard. All you have to do is plug it into the wall and a screen, add a mouse, and you're ready to go. Starting at just £65, its specs aren't too shabby either. Quad-core 64-bit processor, 4GB of RAM, and dual display output certainly covers all the basics. But what games can it play? Well, when I first turned mine on, it came preloaded with a few remakes of classic games, plus a version of Minecraft. But when people in the community talk about gaming on a Raspberry Pi, they're usually talking about emulation. The most popular emulator is probably RetroPie, which lets your Pi act like a series of retro consoles that you can then use to play digital versions of older games called ROMs, which I just downloaded on my PC and transferred across to the Pi with a USB stick. Now, the legality of these ROMs is a bit of a grey area. They are usually made by a third party without consent from the owners. But happily, there are some legal ways to play. For instance, Sega has made several Mega Drive games available on Steam as ROMs, like Sonic the Hedgehog, Echo the Dolphin, and Wonder Boy in Monster World. But believe it or not, there are also new games being made for retro consoles. Indie developers sell their games on the popular online gaming store itch.io, and that includes several ROMs, like the Mega Drive platformer Tanglewood, which was great to play on my Pi 400. There's a wide variety of games on offer, like colourful puzzle game Alter Ego, made by Russian team Retro Souls, and I also quite enjoyed Bobble, in which you play as a bubble, which was made in just 1 month for an NES coding competition. So, does the Raspberry Pi rate as a gaming machine? Well, it totally depends on what kind of player you are. If you only care about the latest and shiniest titles, which it obviously wasn't designed for, then probably not. But if you fancy a bit of DIY and love a bit of retro, this is a great way to go about it.